Good afternoon, happy Halloween. Here is a massive pumpkin which I'm now going to attempt to carve. We also have on the go a pumpkin pie, which ingredients are kind of currently scattered here, and a curry, which is in the slow cooker as we speak. And there's also lots of very small monsters running around outside screaming and shouting. So that's how you know it's Halloween.
Welcome to another episode of Toby Stupid Vlog.
Here is my finished design. I'm quite happy with him, to be honest. He lost a tooth in the process, and his eyebrows and nose are a bit subtle, but it works quite well. He looks sufficiently scary. This is how you can tell it's November now. Temperature's dropped. The fog has come. Halloween aftermath doesn't look too bad. Haven't seen any egged houses yet. I did see a few monsters running around yesterday with little baskets demanding candy from old people. Yeah, it's the tracks to nowhere. It's pretty bad at the moment. It's pretty low visibility anyway. Anyway, we're going into Q Market, if we can see it. Interestingly, the view through the camera is better than the view through my eyes.
Cheesy grin.
Oh. Do a posy one.
Oh.
Okay, pout.
Up the mouth.
Pout.
Say, it's my birthday.
Hey.
Say, sweeties.
Hey, I'm watching you.
Hooray!
A bit hooray!
Don't forget the champagne.
Good afternoon, nearly. Actually, it's still morning. Amazing. This is Shepperton Studios, owned by Pinewood. You may know the studio company because they do all sorts of things. Avengers, King's Speech. They've got huge backlots where they film all sorts of wonderful things on. They've got about, I think, 4 or 5 giant great, there's one, giant great theatres in here, so they can do indoor filming. There's loads of production companies based here. People who make The Mummy are here currently. Yes, there's going to be another one. Sorry about that. And can we cut through here? Yeah, we probably can. It's massive and it's a maze and you can easily get lost, and I'm going to try not to. You see all the cobwebs covered in moisture all along. So this is it's called Studios Road because obviously it runs around the outside of the studios, and the Thames is just over there actually. So we actually walked very close to here at some point when doing our Thames Path walk, myself and Steve. Yeah, it's quite fascinating when you stick your head round the corner of some of these theatres and you see what they're doing inside, the big sound stages, building all sorts of things. In fact, in the back lot here, which I didn't get to see unfortunately, it's a massive space. They built an entire castle at one point. I've no idea what for, but that gives you an idea of the scale. It's enormous. There's obviously a lot of sound companies here as well, and all sorts. Anyway, the journey here wasn't too smooth because the trains were terrible. I had to get an Uber from Teddington, but hopefully the journey back will be much more straightforward. I'm aiming for a particular train. Hopefully I'll get there. Otherwise I'll be lost in the mists. The Shepperton mists, never to be seen again. So the fog has finally lifted. In fact, the sky's almost blue. Still a bit of a mist, but it's clearing up quite nicely. I'm back, finally, after many trains and taxis and buses. And going to sit down, have some lunch and then get to grips with these videos. So today is a Camden day. It's very autumny up here. Just having a break, having a burrito, and then I'm going to get back to a bit of researching for radio stations. I do all sorts of weird and wonderful things when I'm up here, anything from audio engineering to music scheduling to today, which is a bit of researching, so keeps it interesting. And then tomorrow I'm back home editing the video I shot yesterday, or the multiple videos of many envelopes being opened. Viva la variation, that's what I will say about this week. So Halloween's definitely over. You want to know how I know? Yeah, that needs to be taken outside before it becomes toxic. Look at the amazing colours of the maple. It's the only tree that kind of goes in reverse. It starts off red and goes green. Very peculiar, but ever so nice. I think we've probably only got about a week's worth left of leaves, and then they'll all be down. But it's very mild again today, very pleasant. Just finishing off those videos I shot on Monday at Shepperton. And then I have nothing to do for a little bit, which is quite fun. Although I have bought some Christmas presents already, because I'm usually terrible, and so I was trying to get ahead. Oh hello, here's our friend. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? I still need to get some birthday presents though, even though I've got some Christmas ones. So my job is not yet complete. Distractions aside. Yeah, so anyway, present buying has to be completed really today or tomorrow, because going back to my parents at the weekend for a sort of birthday affair. Sorry, the woman in front of me just dropped a load of soup all over the floor whilst I was paying at the checkout. I'm somewhat distracted by how disgusting chicken noodle soup looks when you drop it on the floor. Don't try it, trust me. So hopefully when I finish these videos and bounce them out and send them on, I might be able to nip out today and enjoy the autumn sunshine. It's quite bright actually. Good morning. We had an amazing stir fry last night that we made with some beef and some chilies, and it was fantastic. Quite surprised because we weren't really sure what it was going to turn out like, and yeah, it was really good. And with it I had one of the new beers from the Q Brewery. So you could class this as advertising, but on the basis that you probably can't buy this because you're not in South West London, consider this an infomercial. It's called Nightshade, and it has a bit of chili in, which actually increased the alcohol content slightly because of the sugars, but it doesn't make it spicy as such, but you do get a bit of the flavour of the chilies, and it's really quite an interesting idea. They also do chocolate stout, and they do a regular version of that porter and a rye and an amber ale and all sorts of things, and anyway, they're excellent, and I'm really getting into the Q beer. In fact, I have another one in the fridge. But yeah, all fantastic. You know when you've eaten a meal and you think, I could eat that again. That was that. Anyway, I haven't got a lot on today. It's, you know, it's a day off, which is very pleasant, but it's also rubbish out, so I don't really know what I'm going to be able to do. I didn't get out yesterday, unfortunately, because finishing those videos. Lunchtime on a Friday at M&S is chaos. It's like Christmas is tomorrow, you'd think, with the amount of shopping going on. Anyway, I've made it out. But we're getting there on the present front. Might require another trip into Richmond this afternoon to fully wrap this up. See what I've done there. But yeah, I feel slightly better about it than I did. So that's a step forward. So every morning I get up and there's less and less grass visible because there's more and more leaves, but also this bike is slowly disappearing into the leaves. It's been there 2 weeks, and you can barely see it now, which is quite bad. So I leave you this week with that. Thank you very much for watching. Next week, if you'd like to tune in, we will have nephews being slightly silly, brand new houses that we've helped build. I'll give you a quick show round, and a bit of discussion about the local brewery and local produce in general. So I hope you'll join me then. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.